we're going to explore the concept of spiritual purging, what it is, why it happens, symptoms, and how to survive and thrive in the midst of it. Be sure to stay until the end to find out the most important way to emerge truly enlightened at the end of this sometimes painstaking process. What is a spiritual purge? Why am I going through this? Imagine a small, hardly noticeable caterpillar undergoing a metamorphosis. Inside, a vibrant butterfly is forming, its wings shimmering with a kaleidoscope of colors. However, before it can emerge, the caterpillar must shed its old skin, a process that can be painful and uncomfortable. This transformation is akin to a spiritual purge, a deeply intense moment within one's spiritual awakening. When you initially embarked on this journey, you probably found that a lot of your beliefs and who you thought you are were not your thoughts at all, but the thoughts that were imposed upon you, usually when you were a child. These deep-seated beliefs have kept you in the same cycles. You recognize this, and maybe you just didn't want to change because it would be uncomfortable, or maybe you felt like you wanted to change, but didn't see the immediate need. As you became more aligned, your soul reached for the things it needed, and you were unable to find the answer in the usual places. The bliss stage ends, and now things are coming down into the material world, or the 3D. You see the world, but don't feel you are a part of it. Pierre Teilhard de Chardin, S.J. said, "We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience." And at this point in your journey, you understand this point more than most. During this part of the awakening, you will venture into a journey of self-discovery and connection to a higher power that will alter your life trajectory. Keep in mind that ascension is not a linear path. It's a series of stages, each unveiling deeper layers of consciousness. You may even find that you go through some stages simultaneously or have multiple cycles of the same stage. This happens because the ego attempts to hold on to all the things that make it relevant. The friends, the job, the image, all the things that at one point made you, you. As you navigate this journey, you'll inevitably encounter a moment when the facade of your old life falls away, either on its own or by unforeseen consequences. The mundane routines, the superficial relationships, and the societal expectations that once defined you no longer resonate, and it is painful to continue in this illusion. Your soul, yearning for authenticity and freedom, begins to rebel. This rebellion often manifests as a spiritual purge. The purging phase of spiritual awakening is a time of intense emotional upheaval, as your higher self, guided by divine wisdom, seeks to eradicate the deep-seated wounds and negative energy that have been buried beneath the surface. When you undergo this spiritual detox, it can feel like an intense cleansing of your energy field. Stay tuned to find out why it is important that you change. You see, as your vibration rises, it becomes incompatible with the lower frequency energy that has been holding you back. You are no longer in the unconscious phase. Your decisions of self are no longer led by what happens externally. Your mind is opening and allows you to see things that maybe didn't seem possible before this point. You have done a lot of work to become your true self. That is why you cannot hinder your progress with portions of your old being that will not serve your higher self. These things must be done away to be the spiritual being you are meant to be. This is when the spiritual awakening purge takes place. The purge can be a tumultuous experience. You may feel overwhelmed by intense emotions, experience physical discomfort, and face challenges in your relationships. Our energy fields are classified by our chakras, with the upper chakras controlling our connection to Source or our higher selves, while our lower chakras ground us to the earth, the 3D. Emotional, mental, and vocal energies shift faster than sacral, solar plexus, and root energies. When you experience this destabilization, it can take a toll on what you thought life should be. It can be hard to be uprooted from all you understand to be your foundation, but not all of the purge is difficult. Just know there is a pot of gold at the end of this rainbow. Your awakening has filled you with new thoughts, ideas, and maybe even new hobbies. But to truly awaken the systems of your new life force, there must be a calibration of your frequencies. When you bring the spirit, mind, and body into alignment, there are quite a few kinks to work out. It's a time of reckoning, as your past comes to light, forcing you to confront your fears, insecurities, and unresolved traumas. This is when you may also start doing what is called shadow work. The purge of outside influence is a time of immense growth and transformation. By facing your shadows, you can heal your wounds and release the limiting beliefs that have been hindering your spiritual progress. Am I going through a spiritual purge? You may wonder, how do I know if I am going through a spiritual purge? As with most of the phases of your spiritual awakening, you will usually feel it energetically first. Things may seem off even though everything is completely normal. Things you once enjoyed doing now seem unfulfilling. You may even feel like you have wasted your whole life up until this point, doing what others wanted of you, instead of what made you happy. This acknowledgement alone can impact your relationships. As you undergo this transformation, you may find that your old friendships and connections no longer resonate. You may also experience challenges in your relationships, as friends and family may struggle to understand the changes you're going through. Don't let this get you down. It's important to be patient and compassionate with yourself and others during this time. Through your awakening, your sensitivity has heightened, and your consciousness is now vibrating at a higher frequency and seeks to align with your source self. Remember, some walk unconsciously, never seeking more, and some are coming from behind the veil. Everyone is on different levels in their life journey, and that is okay. Your purge is personal, releases what you and only you no longer need. Up next, we will reveal how this expulsion of stagnant energy is felt in your mind, body, and soul. Symptoms of spiritual purging. Have you been fidgeting or feeling tingling in the extremities? That could be a surge of new energy. This is not rare as this alignment occurs. Anything that doesn't serve your highest good is forced to surface and be released. Even energy. The new energy is seeking its way in, so old energies must be eliminated to make room. And this takes place not only in spirit, but also in the 3D. Shifts and changes to our energetic selves manifest physically, mentally, and spiritually, wreaking havoc on our system, but rest assured it is for the betterment of your overall well-being. Most notable is the physical upset that may take place. Physically, a spiritual purge can manifest in various ways. Some experience mild symptoms that may not affect their day-to-day lives, such as tingling in the body, increased yawning, or blurred vision. If there is an intense buildup of negative energy, trauma, or blockages, the release may be more severe. You may experience fatigue, lethargy, or even a flu-like feeling with symptoms such as chills, sweats, and aches and pains. This is due to the intense energetic shift taking place within your body. As your energy field is being cleansed and recalibrated, it can cause great physical discomfort. Experiences such as headaches and digestive or skin issues are also not uncommon. Now we will explain the mental gymnastics that can accompany your new higher energy. Mentally, the purge can be an unearthing experience. You may find yourself grappling with intense emotions, such as sadness, anger, or fear. These emotions are often surfacing from deep-seated wounds and traumas that have been buried for years. To survive, you may have repressed things such as childhood traumas, committed to a cycle of distressing life events, or even bombard yourself with criticism and shame. As your higher self seeks to heal these wounds, they may come to the forefront, forcing you to handle them once and for all. Additionally, you may experience a loss of interest in activities that once brought you joy, as your soul yearns for deeper connection and meaning. All of the things that may have seemed important before are not as crucial to the grand scheme of things. The thoughts and opinions of those that you held dear no longer apply, and this may ostracize you, making feelings like despair, confusion, depression, and anxiety flare up. But all is not lost. While the physical and mental overhaul of your former self may not be all sunshine and rainbows, your new higher frequency will help you radiate from the inside out. Spiritually, a purge is a time of profound transformation. As your consciousness and self-acceptance expand, you may experience heightened sensitivity, a stronger belief in your own intuition, and heightened psychic abilities. Chakra activation may also take place, providing a deep sense of peace and connection to a higher power, allowing things that will resonate within you to be seen from a new perspective. This part of the journey can be beautiful and challenging, as you may encounter resistance from your ego, which may try to cling to old patterns and beliefs. How to cope during a spiritual purge. As with everything, what happens to one beautiful soul may not happen to another. During a spiritual purge, it's essential to be gentle with yourself. Remember, you're undergoing an intense metamorphosis, and it's natural to experience discomfort. But there are some ways to make this life-changing phase the ever-present life lesson it should be. Keep watching to find out. Practice self-care. Self-care has been media shifted to spa days and luxury massages, but the foundation of self-care lies in doing what brings you joy. Walking on the beach, taking your dog to the park, enjoying the sound of insects in nature, or even calling a friend you still deeply resonate with and can communicate with without judgment, are all forms of self-care. If you question if it is self-care, explore your heart space. Does it make you feel happy and raise your vibration? Do you feel as though there is a bright light jumping from your chest? If so, my friend, that is self-care. Go grounding. Everything is energy, and energy does not stop. It is shifted, expanded, but never at a standstill. This can cause jitters, internal uneasiness, and affect your ability to focus, especially because there is so much happening energetically within you at the moment. To gently expel this energy, you can ground in nature. Go for a walk outside barefoot, hug a tree. Simply put, connect physically with nature. As you mindfully connect, feel the earth taking the energy you no longer need. This practice does not have to be long, but it can be so instrumental in finding internal balance. Meditate. When your mind is quiet and your heart is open, you can tap into a deeper level of consciousness. This can provide you with insights, guidance, and a sense of peace. It can also help you to connect with your higher self. Through this practice, you step back and observe your thoughts and emotions from a distance to understand them better and let go of any negative patterns. For beginners, meditation can seem daunting as it's often associated with images of serene monks sitting cross-legged in the lotus position, their minds completely still. However, the reality is much less intimidating. Meditation is simply a practice of bringing your attention to the present moment, stepping off the hamster wheel of thoughts and worries. It's not just about achieving a state of stillness, it's about deepening your connection to yourself and the universe. It offers a refuge from the storms of emotions and a space for healing and growth, where you can navigate the challenges of spiritual purging with greater ease and grace. You can also cushion the blow of your spiritual purge by journaling. Journaling your experiences, thoughts, and feelings can also be particularly helpful during this time. It is a simple yet powerful tool that can be a catalyst for self-discovery and emotional healing during a spiritual purge. As your purge progresses, you may feel confused, lost, unsure of what is going on within you and why you feel this way. By putting this onto paper and being able to express yourself freely without judgment, you open your mind to understanding how you will emerge in your new life. As you navigate the turbulent waters of this transfigurative process, journaling can provide a safe space to currently explore yourself and a way to revisit when you are ready. Most of all, you must let go. Surrender. Don't hold any grudges to others or yourself. Let go of past resentments, failures, faux pas, guilt, shame, and limiting beliefs. When you hold on to grudges or resentments, you are essentially allowing negative energy to continue to harm you. By letting go of these negative emotions, you can free yourself from their grip and experience greater peace and well-being. As you have become awakened, you are aware of the expansive greatness of the universe and everything in it. You are aware that we are spiritual beings having human experiences, and we are all doing the best we can to maneuver through life. This awareness can help you to let go of judgment and resentment. Instead of focusing on the mistakes and shortcomings of others, you can approach them with empathy and kind-heartedness. Surrender is not about giving up, and it doesn't mean giving up or passively accepting your circumstances. It's about letting go of what no longer serves you. It means releasing your attachment to the outcome and trusting that the universe has a plan for you. It involves letting go of your resistance and allowing the transformation to unfold naturally. It's about trusting that Source will provide for and protect you, and that everything is unfolding as it should. By surrendering to the process, you can open yourself up to the full transformative power of your spiritual awakening.